Good morning to everyone. Today we will have the revision of exercise 13.2, that is inverse proportion, from chapter number 13, direct and inverse proportion. So in the previous video we had seen the revision of exercise 13.1, questions related to the direct inverse. Okay, here we are going to see inverse proportion. So what do you mean by an inverse proportion? When the quantity is inversely proportional to the other quantity, it is known as inverse proportions. Clear? So let's see how to solve this. So here the exercise first question. Which of the following are in inverse proportion? First, the number of workers on a job and time to complete the job, the time taken for a journey and the distance travelled in a uniform speed, area of cultivated land and the crop harvested, the time taken for a fixed journey and the speed of the vehicles, the populations of a country and the area of the land per person. So here some statement is given. By reading the statement, by understanding the statement, we have to say that which one is an inverse proportion and which one is not in inverse proportion. So here are the solutions. It's just a theory questions, nothing more than that. Okay, to be explained. So these are inverse proportion. First statement is what? First statement is the number of workers in a job and the time to complete the job is an inverse proportion. Why it is an inverse proportion? Because if there are numbers, then it will take lesser time to complete the job. That means more number of worker, less time it will be take by the workers, isn't it? If workers ज़्यादा रहेंगे तो कम समय लगेगा किसी भी काम को कंप्लीट करने के लिए. इसी कारण यहाँ पर ये इन्वर्स प्रोपोर्शन है. Second statement, what is the second statement? The time taken for a journey and the distance travelled in a uniform speed. Okay, time taken for a journey and distance, that means time and distance, whether they are inversely proportion. So the statement will be no, they are not inversely proportion, because it may covers more distance with a uniform speed, because when the speed is constant, suppose we are traveling at the speed of 80 kilometers per hour, okay, so might be take less time, isn't it? That's why it is not inversely proportion. Third, no, again it is not inversely proportion. This fourth part is it is inversely proportion, and the fifth part is again inversely proportion. Okay, so in the first question nothing is there to be explained much more, it is a theory type questions. So in the second question, what is said in the second question? In a television game show, the prize money of rupees 1 lakh is to be divided equally among the winners. That means a television show is going on in the TV and the prize money is 1 lakh. That 1 lakh should be divided among the winners. Might be the competition is in the form of group, like 2 group, 3 group, like that. Okay. Then complete the following table and find whether the prize money given to an individual winner is directly or inversely proportional to the number of winners. So here number of winners is 1. If number of winner is 1, then the prize will be get 1 person, that is 1 lakh. If the number of person is 2, then the 50,000 will be given to each person. If number of participants are 4, that means 25,000 each, isn't it? In this way we have to find the prize money distributed among the person 4, 5, 8, 10 and 20. Okay, so the solution, look the solution. A table of the given information is as follows. So number of winners we are having over here. Number of winners is 1, then it will be get 1 lakh. If number of winners is 2, then each person will get 50,000. Then let us consider that if number of winners are 4, then each winner will get x1 amount of prize. If number of winners are 5, then each participant will get x2. If number of winners is 8, each participant will get x3. If number of winners are 10, then each participant will get x4. If number of winners are 20, then each participant will get the amount of money, that is x5. So that will be this part we are considering as this part we are going to consider as x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5. This we have to find out. Okay, since here it is an inverse proportion, if one person is getting how much amount? 1 lakh and 2 person is getting 50 lakh, then what it will be? It will be equals to, when 2 will be multiplied with 50,000, it will be 1 lakh itself. When 1 will be multiplied with 1 lakh, it will be 1 lakh itself, isn't it? That means whatever the things we are going to multiply, the total amount is 1 lakh that should come. Okay, the total amount is 1 lakh that should come while multiplying the number of winner with the price for each winner. That means if we are going to multiply with 4 into 25, it should come 1 lakh. Okay, in this way we have to solve and see. So thus the number of winners and the amount to given each participant is inversely proportional to each other. Hence it is very clearly said that it's clearly given in the questions that it is inversely proportional. Okay, so the question is in the form of inversely proportional. So let's find the inversely proportion. So what is inversely proportion? X1 y1 is equals to x2 y2. This is inversely proportion. What is direct proportion? X1 is to x2, sorry, y1, x1 is to y1 is equals to x2 is to y2. This is direct proportion. But in the inverse proportion, what we are having? X1 into y1 is equals to x2 into y2. This is the formula. So here x1 is, we will consider the number of prices. Here x1 x2 then is taken, so we can change the alphabet as x1 and x2 has been taken as c1 c2 like that, or z1 z2. Okay, so here 1 will be multiplied with 1 lakh will be same 1 lakh. When 2 will be multiplied with 50, it will be 1 lakh itself, isn't it? So we are going to find the value of 4. If number of winners are 4, then what will be the prize bond for each participant? Okay, so x1 into y1, isn't it, is equals to x2 is 4 and y2 is x1. This value we have to find. Then here 1 lakh will be going to be divided with 4 in order to get the value of x1. So it will be 25,000 will be given to 4 person each, isn't it? So this is the part. Then the same way we are going to solve for the second, that is 5 and x2, isn't it? For 5 and x2 we are going to see the same. So let's see the solution for 5x2. So here we are having x1 as 1, then y1 as lakh, 1 lakh is equals to 5 into x2. Then in order to find the value of x2, the 5 will be divided by lakh, 1 lakh is equals to x2. So here we will get the value as 20,000 is equals to x2. Clear everyone? In the same way we are going to divide by 8, then we are going to divide by 10. We will get the required answer when we are going to divide by 4. 4 participant will get 25,000, 5 participant will get 20,000 each. Sorry, 4 participant will get 25,000 each. 5 participant will get 20,000 each. If it is 8 participant, then 12,500 each person will get. If it is 10 participant, that means 10,000 each. If it is 20 participant, then that means 20. If it is 20 participant, that means 50,000 each person will get. Clear? So in this we had solved. Now let's see question number 3. It's a revision. Okay. So Rahman is making a wheel using spokes. He wants to fix equal spokes in such a way that the angles between any pair of consecutive spokes are equal. Help him to complete the following table. So number of spokes are 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay. If number of spokes are 4, then the angle between the two consecutive pair, if number of spoke 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a wheel in which 4 spokes is being used, and the angle between the consecutive pair is 90 degree, like that. If spokes will be 6, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, then the angle will be 60. If number of spokes will be 8, then the consecutive pair of the angle will be, we have to find out. Understood what you have to find out? Then we have to also answer that are the number of spokes and the angles formed between the pair of consecutive spokes is inversely proportional. That means whether the angles and the pair of consecutive spokes are number of spokes, whether the number of spokes, okay, number of spokes are inversely proportional to the angle, it is asked. Understood? Then the second part, it is asked, calculate the angle between the pair of consecutive spokes of the 15 spokes. Okay, this is an extra. Here 12 after one more bracket should come, that is 15, because here extra 15 spokes is asked. How many spokes would be needed if the angle is 40? If angle is 40, how many spokes will be needed? So 2 extra things we have to find in this question. Clear? Now let's see how to find out. So here we are having the table. Okay, let us consider that angle between the consecutive pairs. If 8 spokes will be there, angle will be x1. If 10 spokes will be there, angle will be x2. If 12 pairs will be there, angle will be x3. So let us consider. As we know that the question is in the form of inverse proportion, how we had find it? That it is in inverse proportion, because when we are going to multiply this 4 into 90, it will be equals to how much? 360. 4 9s is 360 into 0 will be 4 into 90 will be 360, as well as if we are going to multiply this 60 into 6 will be 360 itself, means both the value is coming same, as it is inversely proportional to each other. Okay, so let's see how to find the inversely proportional to each other. Clear, student? Then after, here we are having 4 into 90 is equals to 8 into x1, whose value we have to find. So 4 into 90 upon 8 is equals to x1. Will be like this, isn't it? Now it will be get cancelled, as this one will be 1 time, this will be 2 times, this will be 1 time, this will be 45, isn't it? So what is the value of x we got? So the value of x we got as 45. Have you understood up to here? In the same way, second one, 4 into 90 is equals to 10 into x2, whose value we have to find? x2, if number of spokes is 10. So 4 into 90 upon 10. So 0 0 will be get cancelled. 4 into 9 will be 36, isn't it? 36 is equals to the value of x2. In the same way, x3 will be 30. Clear, everyone? So we had got, if number of spokes is 8, the angle between the consecutive pairs of the spoke will be 45. If the number of spokes are 10, then the angle will be 36. If number of spokes are 12, then the angle will be 30. Now first part of the question, it is said that whether the number of spokes is inversely proportional to the angle formed by the consecutive pair of spokes. So answer for this is yes. Okay, second part is, it is asked that if number of spokes is 15, then what will be the angle? So angle we had considered as x. So 4 into 90, angle we will consider x. So find out. So 4 into 90 divided by 15. So you will get the answer as 24 degree. Clear? In the same way, the third part, in the third part it is asked whether what will be the spoke, number of spokes it is asked, isn't it? So let the number of spokes be y when the angle is 40. When angle is 40, then number of spokes we will consider as y. So 4 into 90 is equals to y into 40. So 4 into 90 upon 40, isn't it? 0 0 will get cancelled, 4 4 will be get cancelled. How many spoke will be there? 9 spoke will be there when the angle is 40. So in this way we had completed question number 3. Okay, tomorrow we are going to see question number